everybody, welcome to Aerena. I am Peedy, and this is a game I've been playing a hell of a lot of. It is a competitive strategy turn-based thing. Basically kind of a bit like chess. I'm just going to use my current setup and kind of go on, and I'll explain what I'm skipping through right now at the end. That's the point. Do I need to change? No, let's just go with what I have now. I'm against a guy called
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, today, live, another exciting battle for Ether. And here are the fearless combatants.
Fearless indeed. Right. So what we'll do is explain how the game works. It is a turn-based strategy game on a grid-based system. You have heroes.
Baron Rouge.
And, oh dear, he's got Baron. And you obviously... Well, you take it in turns. His hero, my hero. His hero, my hero. And eventually, you... the heroes. So, we spawn. First up is obviously people spawning in heroes and then counter-spawning. There ends up being a lot of... I'm going to say there's a lot of tactics actually in this. More so than you'd kind of appreciate, if I'm honest.
Corporal.
So, what I'm picking... I'm actually trying to win this. So, excuse me if I get suddenly really, distracted. But I'm actually going to be attempting to win this.
Aurora.
So, each of the heroes do their own individual different things. You can have your own ones. You have a team of 5 to pick from, and you only have 3 on the board. Now, you can see what each individual hero does by holding on their portrait, and it'll tell you exactly what his abilities are, what he can do, which means no matter what, you are not left in the dark. So if there's a hero you don't know, you can always, or should always, be able to determine what it is he can and cannot do. In my particular case, the Bug is a low health, fairly low damage, but he's got a very high range. He's got free range that can be done in any basic thing, and that was probably the correct positioning for Aurora. So, what can I do? What do I want to do? The Corporal is a melee class. He's got 2 abilities. His first one is a inner line knockback, which I can't get with Aurora. Do I want to attack Martel now? It would be balls first, so I'm going to do it. Come on. Wonderful. And they'll have enough sound effects. You've got tons of different abilities that different people can do and or employ, and they all play their own individual way. For example, the Corporal has a free movement, 6 health. He's a melee, one range melee class, and can hit for 2 to 3 damage depending on. He didn't actually move Martel. I'm confused, but I'm gonna go with that and just go okay. And, yeah, let's just put myself in the position to attack his ship each turn. Anyway. Yeah, I'd have figured it. Right. Baron Rogue has a free range attack pattern, and can in a line, and, unfortunately, can attack through, he can attack through... Ooh, if I stay alive... Could I stay alive? Could Bug be able to stay alive till next turn? Probably. And can attack through walls, roughly like Bug can. What I'm trying to do is stay clear of his Aurora. Aurora is a very, very nice hero that gets used quite a lot. She can attack she's a melee class that can attack for a total of 2 spaces. Ooh, that's a point. She's going to attack my Aurora. So Corp's up. I can't really... I can't leave Corp next door to Martel. Alright, I'll bite. Oh, there's so many things to try and explain in this game. I'm trying to also win. It's kind of a bit complicated. Right. I'm going to collect my thoughts a moment. Alright, first of all, kill Aurora. Okay, now I can explain the mechanic. When you kill a hero, his ship takes 2 damage. Do I want to run away? Baron Rogue could kill me. In fact, he can definitely kill me next turn anyway. So, Martel can... Yeah, right. You can either eliminate their heroes or attack the ship directly. And obviously the order matters. I'm being very terrible at explaining this stuff. So this drop bug's huge power on Baron Rogue, because Baron Rogue is nasty. I hate Baron. The objective is obviously to completely eliminate your opponent's ship health. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to nice and simply just move Corp over onto this tile and then kill him. Right, as I'm sure you've all noticed, there's a bit of power going on. This power powers up your abilities. Each character has the 2 abilities, one at 2 and one at 5. They're normal and then they're ultimate, if you want to kind of call it that. Who am I going to bring in? Let's bring Aurora back in, because she's
Lady Aurora.
Each of the tiles also do something else, which I'll get to in a minute. As I'm sure you guessed, the heart one is a healing, it heals you for 2. The lightning bolt with the character on it gives your character 1 power. Your characters gain power once per turn, at the beginning of their turn, and also gain power through attacking the enemies. Ah, damn it, he stopped my blink. Ah, nuts. Let's just hurt Aurora. Ooh, that went very nice. Bug did 4. It's always nice when Bug does 4. Which means next turn he'll be able to drop in his super ability, hopefully. What do I want the Corporal to do? I could go for the double knockback, but then I'd be in range of his knockback. As I said, you need to try and track your moves compared to your opponent's moves. He appears to be skipping his go. I think he's got a few internet problems. So a couple of the characters worth noting about. In particular is the Corporal, who, as I'm going to demonstrate now, has got a knockback ability. You've seen it before. The skull tile means anytime you... I think I walked straight into this. I think I bit. I bit into his trap, but I'm going to go for it. If you manage to knock an enemy back into the skull tile, instant death, which is obviously pretty useful. I said, if you knock them back off the edge, they're dead. You knock them back into a wall, and it will do extra damage, which is always good times. It'll do 2 extra damage. You can also knock people into other people, which is also a lot of fun. So a lot of this game comes down to positioning. Where is it you're going to position your people? So you have to try and guess where they're going, what they're doing. I am okay at this game, despite me talking badly about it. It's like, for some reason, every time I actually, care about something, or I'm half good with something, then I kind of just end up, I can win. I've won. I'm going to drop Bug's power. His first ability, which costs me 2, but can deal 1 damage to anything on the board. He has now absolutely positively got to kill Aurora. Otherwise, I can deal the 4 damage to his ship.
Lady Aurora.
Ah, nuts. What we're going to do is we're going to drop Corp in here. And we're going to, again, demonstrate a bit of knockback. This isn't really going to help my case, but... because he was going to do this anyway. But it deals a bit more damage. As you can see, you can do a nice bit of double knockback, knocking them off the edge, which is a lot of fun when you do that. So he's now going to kill Bug. And then he's going to use his 5 energy ability, which, as you can see from the screen, sacrifices himself to do 3 damage to the enemy ship. Which I suspect what he's going to do, unless he turn skips. However, he can't kill Bug unless he uses his 2 damage power, which I assume he's going to do. No, he's just going straight for the death. Under the theorem, I suppose, that his Corporal can kill me. We use Aurora's ability, which is a Pierce ability. And then we're going to... well, there's nowhere I can go without getting double attacked, but we're just going to stick ourselves in a position, just in case he's got anything up his sleeve. I haven't used the shells yet, but that's fine. So Corp's going to kill Bug out. He was hoping for damage. So I now get to redeploy my Bug.
The Bug.
Each time you can only have 1 copy of a hero on the board. However, if they die, you can just bring back another copy. So you can select out of your team of 5. So if the situation changes, then you can just change your strategy. There is no way that I know of that he can kill Aurora. So regardless, I've won. And he hasn't taken care of Corpse, so Corpse going to happily just march up and take the winner. Kill the ship. Done.
What
Dead.
a victory! Sensational!
Right. Now, that probably would have made not a lot of sense to anybody. So, map's changed. The map changes about once every half an hour. The league's going on at the minute now till September, so there's a 3-month league going on. I've lost it. So we've changed maps. So I've only got the one ship, so we're just going to go with that. The other ships do different stuff. So based on the map, I definitely want Aurora. I'm trying to remember which one. No, it's the one with the flame in the middle of it, isn't it? So I want Aurora. I want Corp. I don't want Luna anymore. I think I'm going to trade Luna out for Aerena, who is the only healer. Do I want Bug? Bug's not as useful. I could trade Bug out for Butcher. Yeah, I tell you what, we'll trade Bug out for the Butcher. Next one, Shells. I definitely want to keep Blink. I want to keep my Shells. I want to keep my Shells, and hopefully I'll be able to play the Shells and kind of explain how it goes. The reason I like this game is obviously because it's fairly easy. Velion! I was playing him before. You know what, I'm going to pull out Crank, actually.
It's Steel Fist Crank.
Because how this map tends to work is you tend to have to kind of cluster people. This is your, you've got one side of your defense, one side your defense, and one side your offense. I've decided this time to go with Crank. And we're also going to bust out Aerena, who is the character that got introduced last season, and she is not an offensive character. She's the only healer so far in the game. There's part of me that's actually wishing I had kind of kept Luna, because that pillar in the middle.
It's Steel Fist Crank.
Might wanted to have kept Luna, actually. Anyway, let's pick this up. And then retreat away, because I don't particularly want to stay there, because I'll get the double attack. Half of what this game is just the bluffing and the counter bluffing, because at the end of the day, if you move into attack, 9 times out of 10, you will come off worse. Mostly because of the whole, you move, you get 2 actions, so you can double move, or double attack, or move and attack, or attack then retreat. But if you move up to attack someone, 9 times out of 10, that was interesting. But if you move up to attack someone, then 9 times out of 10, I don't want to stay there, because he'll move his corp onto the tile, and then knock me off. So I want to live there. Yeah, because if I stick there, he would move onto there, get his extra second ether, and then do the charge knockback to knock me off the edge. So if I sit here, then I threaten a double attack and force him over this side. Tactics. Interesting. That was not a move I was expecting. So you've got instant chat buttons, who now stops me moving. I need to now. I think what he's trying to do is get me to stay there to go for the double attack on Corp, which I don't want to do. I want to retreat back and get the attack on Aurora. Aurora will probably end up moving up and either attacking my ship or attacking my Aerena. Aerena can attack in a line along for free. So she's not as versatile as in the range department as, say, Bug is, but obviously that has its advantages and disadvantages. I'm also going to do something that's pretty obvious next turn with my Crank. So what can Corp do? That's a good idea. Not a lot. I think I'll just kind of counter with... I don't really want to knock him back. Alright, let's try this. Let's try that. That will force Aurora. Aurora now cannot attack my Aerena. That forces her to sit on a tile. She'll now probably, attack my Corp, which is fine. I'm going to do something horrifically obvious, which is move my Crank. I'm going to do it I'm going to bite. I'm going to move my crank, knock him back, do 2 damage, and then knock him back into the fire tile, which then does another 2 damage. What I suspect he'll do next turn is move his crank to diagonal, knock me back into the wall. So, as I say, you've just got to play this guessing game. Yeah, his corp is going to hope. Please do 2, please do 2, please do 2. Damn it! That didn't work. Alright. Which means I'm now in not a particularly good place. That was also a bit of a silly move. Because he can now... While he will... Yeah, there we go. He'll do his knockback. While he can... I need to pick somewhere innocuous.
The corporal.
He will now just knock back. This guy will move Aurora into here and then do backwards. I was kind of hoping Corp didn't kill my other Corp. I think I'm actually going to lose this one. And by think, I'm pretty damn sure I'm going to lose this one. It depends if he's going to... It depends what he's going to do here, actually. Yeah, that's Sharina's ultimate power. I can't really knock him back without... let's just kill his crank. Let's be obvious, let's kill his crank. Now what would he do? Because he could just teleport. He'd just do his knockback, kill Sharina, which would give him a spare go. Obviously, when you've lost a hero, then you've got to respawn them and you lose your go. Which means timing the killing also makes a lot of difference. He's thinking about it. He's debating it. The thing is, he also knows if he does that, my corp will kill him. Yeah, there he goes. So that's an expected move, which isn't what I wanted. I made a big mistake there. Boing! You do have a time limit, as I'm sure you've noticed. Let's deploy Aurora, because this is not going... Actually, let's deploy Aurora. I think I need to counter-deploy with Aurora.
Lady Aurora.
I need something with a bit more muscle. Sharina's good, but she just isn't getting used the right
crank.
way. That was stupid. So Aurora obviously can attack with the 2 tiles. So if she wants to attack my ship, I'm going to leave myself standing right here. Because then if she moves up to attack, she's going to get hit by the double attack one way or another. Oh, out pops a shell. First time we've seen a shell.
Sea of flame in the scorching zone.
Yeah. So, shells. Each person has 3 shells. These are the only things that you don't know about on the board. So you know what ship they've got, you know what heroes they have, you know what their heroes can do. But the only thing you don't know about is their shells. His one was Scorching Zone, which does 3 damage to a hero in an area. 3 damage to everything in a 3x3 area. What I have is a couple of different ones. I've got Exitus, which just kills a hero. Pick your hero, it dies. Shockwave, which knocks everything back by 1, which is very useful for non-knockback stuff. And I have Blink, which can move you just 3 tiles. Which is very useful, because in case you hadn't noticed, if you step on a tile, your move ends. You can't move further than the tile. So people do use that very tactically. So what am I going to do now? What am I going to do with Corp? I'm not entirely sure, actually. I'm just going to move him here and just kind of sit this one out, because I think I know what I'm going to do with Sharina. Sharina's just going to move onto here and then do the knockback, which prevents Corp from double attacking me and gets rid of his crank, which is kind of a slight desperation move, but I'm up for doing it. I mean, Corp, unless he kills... Because also if I knock him back, because he could move his Corp just to there, below Aurora, and then I wouldn't be able to knock her back off the edge. Alright, let's do this. Let's go for it. Let's bust out some shells. So knockback.
Making some personal space with Shockwave.
Which at least now eliminates Crank, because there's no way Sharena was going to do that. Aurora, I'm going to use her Pierce next turn, so I'm going to move her up. He's now just going to go for an attack, which makes sense. Which then means, of course, that I can't do the Pierce, which is fine. Because now we just go to double attack. Corporal can then take care of Aurora on his go, which is coming up next. Hence why order is
Steel
important.
Fist Crank.
Knowing the order is really good. Really, really useful. So I've now got 2 characters maxed out on their stuff. We know what Aurora's one does, which is it pierces through everything in that line. So it does 2 damage.
Aurora.
Corp's one does 4 damage to a target. I can't take the double attack from Corp, so I need to attack Corp. And then, as Sharena's a support character, she's a squishy healer, she needs to run the hell away. Corp can't get me, because he'll either take his free movement to this tile here, just above the pillar, or he'll have to move on to the ether tile, which is probably a better, safe bet. Next turn, of course, my Sharena has her full ability, which heals 2 damage to all heroes. So I can go balls first and attack with my heroes now. Uh-oh.
Look who's coming through the back door.
Oh, back door. Fair enough. I gotta kill him, and I can kill him. Can I? Yeah, I can kill him regardless, but we'll just do that, and then move back. If I have to, I'll use Exodus. But my Corp can move up and just use his 4 damage ability. So this is going to be very close. This is going to be an incredibly close game. It depends what he does to kill Corp. He's now used 2 of his shells, so he's only got 1 left. Knockback into the Seafer tile. That stops. Well, there's only one move here, and that's to do this. I don't have to worry about Crank's knockback, so that's fine. Zoom. Chainsword. I don't have to worry about Crank's knockback. I could... That would work. I could just blink Sharena over the other side of the pillar. In fact, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. Because I can't kill his Aurora. There's no way I can kill his Aurora. So we're just going to blink out to here.
Crossing through space in the blink of an eye.
And then he does 4, and then Sharena does 4 damage, 2 damage even. It's like, well done. Doink!
What a victory! Sensational.
And you get experience, you get some in-game money, and you get points, which means this guy was actually ahead of me in the league at the moment. But that's because I haven't really played for a week. So, other things to note. There is an AI mode, which is over here. The AI starts easy and then slowly gets better. Currently, I am 15th position in the Platinum League. I started this league in the Gold League. Last league I ended, which reset on the 1st of end of June. I was at the top end of the Diamond, and I just could not break into the Masters League. Currently in the Masters League, there is 6 people, and I am determined to be up there. I'm determined to get up there. In Diamond, there's X number of people. What you have to do to get promoted a league... what you have to do to get promoted a league is you have to get 100 league points. Currently I've got 78, so a couple more games should do it. Other things to note is there is a market which you can spend your hard-earned in-game dollars on. So you've got... I can't scroll for some reason. Yep. So you've got a bunch of different ships. The Sparrow is, for example, is smaller, so the end tiles you can't get. The Art's got a gap hole in the middle. The Packer starts out with ether. You can buy buy more shells with in-game money or coins. Yes, there is a currency thing. I have already done a bit of that and supported the development. You get shells for free each time, and there are, as you can see, an absolute bunch of shells, and you can also buy champions. You get a minimum of 3 that scroll themselves around on a trial. So, as an example, at the minute, Luna and the Bug, I don't actually own them. They got appeared on the trial, whereas the Butcher, Corp, Sharina, and these 3, Aurora, Mary, and Crank, I bought them. I bought them with points. There was a sale going on, so it was cheaper. At the end of the trial, you get to buy them for cheaper. That all kind of works out like that. So this video has gone on a lot longer than I anticipated. Thank you for watching. Obviously, my name in this is Weasel6. This game is Aerena. It's free to play. It is complete free to play on Steam. You don't need the points or the money to be able to win this. It is not P to win. And yeah, please go and download this and get this game. And preferably support through money. There is a starter pack on Steam which gives you 3 heroes. Crank, Mary, and Aurora. I do advise getting it because they're a solid, absolute just solid starting point for all teams. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.